Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video day, and today I want to talk about is Jose Abreu making improvements. Now I know a lot of people might not see it in this way, the way I'm talking about it, and is he doing better than he was before? Which if someone asks me that question, I honestly say yes. Now, here's what I'm going to say. I believe Jose Abreu has made improvements. I've noticed by watching his at-bats, I feel like things look a little bit better. Just strikes out a little bit, a lot still. But I feel like, he's had a lot of, even some of his at-bat, we've seen a lot of his at-bats. I mean, even yesterday in the 4-2 loss, he didn't have a hit. I think he went 0 for 3. But a lot of, made good contact, couple balls to the outfield, a ground out to shortstop. But he's been hitting the ball a lot better, I believe, than he was before. He's 4 for 20 since making his return to the Astros, which isn't great. That's a 200 batting average, by the way. That's average, right? It's not great. That's not terrible. It's not. I would say it's in between. It's in between good and bad, and which is mid, right? And he has a home run. He has two RBIs since returning. He's 4 for 20. He has a home run, 2 RBIs. So he hasn't been terrible since coming back. But I just believe that he has made some improvements, and things are a lot better for him, I believe, even maybe defensively as well. I feel like he's been a little bit better defensively than he was before. I believe things have been better for him at the plate, at first base, since coming back. Now, I think there are probably some things he still needs to work on, but, I think he's been good enough to be on this roster. I think what he's done in 20 at-bats, 4 for 20, home run, 2 RBIs, 200 batting average. I think what the production he has shown so far, he has shown he's good enough to be on this 26-man roster, but I don't think he's shown that he's good enough to be, an everyday starter. Now, I think luckily for him right now, John Singleton's going through a little bit of a slump currently. He's having it a little bit rough right now, so I think that's a good thing for Jose because he's getting more chances with John struggling just a teeny bit. Now, everybody's going to go through a slump at some point in the season, just like Jose has done. Jose Abreu has done this year. Right now, you've seen a guy like Jeremy Pena, who's been terrific all season, going through a slump. Yanner Diaz went basically through a month-plus slump, and now he's finally getting out of. Jose Altuve has found himself in a couple slumps this year. Look at Alex Bregman. Tucker was going through a little bit of a slump before his injury. So everybody on the team's going to have a slump. And Jose Abreu has had the longest one out of anybody on this team. But right now, John Singleton's going through that. And I think that's leading to more at-bats for Jose Abreu. Because right now, outside of Trey Cabbage, with John Singleton struggling, Jose Abreu is the only guy that maybe you could argue Mauricio Dubon, but I'll get to why Dubon's not playing first base right now. Jose Abreu is really the only guy that can play first base. Look, you need Dubon in the outfield right now. With Tucker injured, who you're going to see in right field is, it's either going to be, it's probably going to be either Dubon or it's going to be Chas McCormick. And if Chas McCormick's in right, that means Jake is probably in center. And if Jake is in center, if Jake's in center field, and let's say Chas is in right, or let's say Chas is in left, and then you have Jordan at DH, then you're gonna need Dubon to play at right field. Or let's say Bregman, is not able to return. Let's say Bregman needs to miss some time with the hand injury he's dealing with right now, which I don't think he will have to. But then you have to start talking about Dubon possibly playing third base. Dubon is needed in other places right now. You can't really put him at first base. Dubon, you might need him in right field or left field due to the Kyle Tucker injury. And same thing goes for third base with Bregman being down as well. But yeah, Jose has gotten other chances. I feel like he's done good. I feel like Abreu has done not good, but done solid. But with him having, spurts of hitting the ball good, and John Singleton really hasn't been doing that recently, I feel like that's gotten Jose Abreu more chances. But should he be starting every day? No. The Astros should probably just let John Singleton get out of the current slump he is in. But when you pay a guy $19 million, you want him to get out of the slump he's in. But when do you take enough? But I've noticed improvements over the last week or so since he has returned. Now, I think the improvements I've noticed for him are good enough for him to be on this, to be on the major league roster, stay at the major league level. But the improvements I've noticed for him, he still shouldn't be an everyday starter. Now, yes, there have been improvements. He has made improvements. He has been better than he has ever been all season. That's crazy. He's 4 for 20 since returning, has a 200 batting average, and a home run and 2 RBIs. And that's the best we've seen of him all season. That says a lot, doesn't it? But like I said, he's made improvements. But is it enough improvements for him to be starting every day? Absolutely hell no. A start or two a week, that's fine. With a 200 batting average, I don't care if you start once or twice a week, and you're able to hit the long ball. So, but maybe you give him a couple more series and hopefully he finds his bat. I don't know, because he isn't doing terrible, but he isn't doing great. It's just mid right now for him. Let me know your thoughts and peace out.